Hi, my family. My name's Trey, and welcome back. This is some announcements and a little more service for Sunday here. Realizing the Decepticons are masters of illusion, and they use a lot of bribery, and in this case, gag orders. Up until recently, YouTube put a thing on the bottom of Geoengineering Watch's page, presentations on YouTube, that it's a conspiracy theory that chemtrails, and they recently I've noticed they took that off, and Dr. Drew brought Dr. Zelenko on there, super courageous man. Actually started his own organic. He's an MD who cured thousands of people of COVID-19, and still he's got cancer. I don't know if they gave it to him. He's been selling this thing called Z-Stack for since 2020. I think it's a natural cure, or it helps to get rid of it. And so they stopped. I wanted to comment on James Bartley, that he was the only one that still had these misinformation thing on the bottom of the video that YouTube puts. And lately that they've stopped doing this because the truth has become so well known, and I guess YouTube doesn't want to be liable for spreading lies. However, this doesn't spare people like me from getting the short edge of the stick, so to speak. And so I just want to say, like Alex Jones, I feel getting, shadow banned, he was banned, proves that I was threatening to the fake, inverted criminals who claim rulership through theft and war and coercion and bribery over perception in this temporal war through the media and attrition. Of course, through the letter groups and the CIA and the Google corporation, Google, working with YouTube. So we also have this international Luciferian AI takeover plan. So, unlike Alex, who is the son, I am not the son of a millionaire dentist. I need a dentist. I was not banned. I was shadow banned. And you know what? I recently discovered it started even before I began this channel with comments. I am threatening because I share and give massive amounts of truth, love, and healing techniques and perspectives for free, from intent, on YouTube. So if you learned anything or enjoyed this, if you're not really a narcissist or narcissistically possessed, Don, why not, my dear, recommend, share, or give this channel to other folks in New Jersey or Santa Cruz or anywhere when they seem to be interested in, the second coming of Christ or the fifth dimension, or want to know the truth about mind control for real. And consider a donation. And I do have to say one more thing I didn't put in my notes that YouTube really doesn't want me to say. Two things. That I respect this platform because the original intent is to create an open source platform to share. Fully share. Uncensored. Share. The age of awareness, the age of information. Aquarius governs electronics, information, awareness. Sharing freely the music, the knowledge, the wisdom, the Akashic healing techniques. This is what my aim is to do. However, when I share truths that are not wanted to be known by the dark side, the powerful financiers, especially when I'm exposing them, it brings an interesting point, is that because he refused, he said, I don't know how to honor 99 genders without someone telling me, a student telling me first which one they are. I don't know what to call them. He got so much hate because he's a Christian. He was a Christian psychologist that taught at Harvard and the University of Ontario more recently. And Jordan Peterson, more recently than that, that all started 5 years ago. He became famous because he wouldn't honor this crazy narrative that you have to honor 99 genders if you're a college professor. In the last couple years, through his meteoric rise to fame, partially because he refused to honor the insanity of the Luciferians, forcing their narrative full on through the college system. He lost his ability to teach as a psychology professor. He lost his teaching job, and he lost his psychology degree because they will no longer give it back. The psychology people won't give it back to him because he won't honor the madness. Okay, so, but he has 6 million subscribers on YouTube, so he sells t-shirts and mugs, makes really good content, really compelling. So when I put a poignant comment on his video, he sent me his text number and his an alternative YouTube channel for more potent comments. But since I don't have a cell phone, I just put another potent comment on that page, which I don't know if he liked or not. But this rarely happens. That it helps me to expand my channel, to put contents on other people's stuff. Maybe because some of these other people in the awareness, the truther, and the disclosure movement have egos, and they're paranoid about the crazy person in the tent interfering, but it's, the more people telling the truth, the broader audience we have, the better, right? So Jordan Peterson is oneness conscious enough to realize that I have value. So he wrote back, enlighten me, he said. So I'm not claiming to be enlightened, but maybe on some topics I have some light. So the reason why I bring this up is because I don't know whether it was before or after I got shadow banned from the Yahweh video. Around then, I think it was right after it happened. I believe it was his daughter or his cousin. I think it was his daughter, because I recently checked her channel. Really fine young woman. She said, I just wanted to check in to see if your numbers were right and let you know I was here, and I gave your video a thumbs up. And I wanted you to know, I wanted to check and see if your numbers were right, and they were off. And so I emailed back, I don't know what you mean, and is Jordan Peterson your dad, or is it your uncle? And he sure is is wonderful and brave to have him speaking the truth to the powers, with 6 million followers. Well, she didn't write back. And then I recently checked all my comments, and YouTube deleted those comments. So they don't want me to even remember that happened. And on my creator page, it says about 162 videos that I have access to, whereas I have 247 videos that you can watch. Now, why is that number so different? Why won't they let me edit those other videos? Those two questions really, again, make it so that YouTube, the CIA, and the whole technocracy of Google, basically, I want them all to know. Once again, I'm going to say it out loud. You are just like Donald Trump, as Dave Chappelle says, honest liars. You use the system to manipulate and control and filter the information, but then, you claim to be open, and you claim to be a loving open source, which in some ways you are. Okay, so just like Donald Trump, you're speaking out of both sides of your mouth openly to me. And so to my 51 subscribers, if any of you see this, you probably typed in my name or clicked this notification bell. And you know what? Do it again if you want more, because YouTube isn't going to send it to you if you haven't already noticed. And so I want to expand this channel, although I'm not worried about it. I'm also using this as a way to dial in my ability to be a minister, a Gnostic teacher, and a shaman teacher. And I'm really thankful for that opportunity. Again, thank you to YouTube staff, to the president, to the new guy that just took over as the president, the former woman, and the men who created this. Man, it's been a wonderful journey, even though the Dark Lord's forces within have done a wonderful job of making sure this stuff didn't get out. I'm not going to let that intimidate me. I just want you to know that, the dark side is slowly, gradually being exposed. And again, it's like this: make up your own gender and be anything you want, as long as you're not a heterosexual and you don't reproduce. Because then we'll steal the identity of your child through the politics. So as long as you follow this narrative, shoot, you can even be heterosexual as long as you really don't want children. As always, in peace and oneness, and sternly deciding not to worry. Like or thumbs up. Click on the notification bell and share this video if you enjoyed it or learned something, because I'm giving you wisdom for free through an open source, beneficial website, YouTube, which is also AI filtered and or controlled, open-hearted, and the most popular international free video platform, unfortunately run through Satan's beast computer before it reaches the public. And if you don't like it, send it to your friends and click that notification bell. Even though you're my subscriber, because I'm shadow banned, it's like, YouTube is going to tell me that one person watched this or 3 people watched this. So I'm not even going to know how many people ever even watched this. It's sad. Again, I love YouTube, but Satan and Lucifer will always be only pathetic. And when they can convince you that they're righteous or respectful, or that you're afraid to lose your job or your schooling because you have to agree to their politics, it's even more sad. And that they won't send out my videos to everyone. It just shows you the sad powers that the devil have of persuasion. And again, the answer is for YouTube and me and you and everyone else to reclaim our sovereignty, our self-respect, our discernment enough to be open, to be respectful, to be discerning, disciplined, and harmless, and go, well, the Christ and the truth are, like Yeshua and Rastafari, the only real king or rulership over this human kingdom is truth, freedom, peace, respect, and discernment, and it's not the fallen ones. And flip the Quippala, flip your fake-ass ideas, put the reptile, the snake, back in the base chakra, put the dog back in the solar plexus. Don't let your penis and your vagina and your fears rule, because they're not here to rule. They're here to rule over your bottom chakras, and allow the Christ to rule once again, because that's the reality we're going into here. And give thanks every day and every night. As I said, that's my mantra, for the amazing gift of the present moment, which is truly beneficial in every situation if you can learn to improve and expand awareness. Many blessings and one love to and from the great, original, divine one.